of the stadium. So what we have here after the hotel is the 974 stadium. You see it here on the left hand side. So that is one of the 8 stadiums in Qatar. You see it in red lights, and this is the most special though of the 8 because it's a demountable stadium that they built to be given to another country. It was built with 974 certified shipping containers, and this is why it's called the 974 Stadium. So it's the only one by the sea. You can get here by boat. In the 974, they transformed some of the containers. At this time, you can't see them because it's very dark, but it's made of containers, certified shipping containers, and some of those were transformed into VIP rooms, so the guests could upgrade their tickets and have a very special and 5-star experience. Stadiums in Qatar are 8 in total. The biggest is located in Lusail, in the city of the future of Qatar, and is called the Lusail Stadium, 90,000 capability, and all of them are still in use in Qatar. Another highlight of this highway, did I tell you at the beginning about the private terminal? No, I didn't.
You did the private one. Yeah.
Did I?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
because now I don't remember anymore.
Yeah, you did.
I did.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
so
did.
now. Did I tell you about the Qatar Airways Academy Center for
Yes.
training?
Yes.
Okay, so no more highlights. What about the? I did. Okay. No, because this is not my first tourist. This is the second. So
Sure, sure.
And also regarding the poles, this one.
yeah, the poles.
You should tell them about the beautiful moon.
Oh, the moon.
The moon is beautiful.
But now it's not anymore full moon.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
It's not, now it's decreasing.
Yeah.
It was full 3 days ago.
It's still very beautiful. Look at it.
Yeah. Okay, our highlight is the moon, exactly. Thanks to my guest here. So please have a look at that on your left hand side. The full moon was just on the 16th of April, and not 16th of April, 13th of April, and now still is looking amazing. But I do have another highlight for you. Before we get off the bus, you will see it once we reach the departure hall. You will see one of the pieces. The whole world head to Qatar to compete in the different categories. So it's something held in the desert, something very special, and of course is part of the rich culture of Qatar. And as a matter of fact, every January they have the Marmi Festival.
Paraguay.
You mean the name of the? I mean the factory.
They will give you a passport for the falcon because the falcon is the only pet that can travel in the passenger itself. Is a place where you find plenty of them. So someone was asking me about the kunafa, pistachio kunafa chocolate tablet. So you can try to find some of those chocolates, not the Dubai, maybe not exactly the Dubai kunafa chocolate tablet, but something similar. There's a lot of new companies producing this chocolate, and then you can head to the fabric market where you find amazing fabrics coming from the Orient part of the world, but also you can find Italian silk, for example. And then the Gold Souk. The Gold Souk, another place to discover. You have also the Falcon Souk, where they actually in the spice market. You have the saffron, all the spices, the cinnamon,
Doha, capital of Qatar.
The cumin, the coriander, everything that you can imagine. The beautiful colors of all those spices you will see at the spice market, and you can also buy dates, chocolates, and sweets. Let me tell you that Qatarian people. Look at the features, the materials, the colors, everything handmade. Now, the architect, she's a lady. She designed 2 mosques for Qatar. This is one of them. The other is called the Golden Mosque, where like the domes of these mosques. This one has 9 domes, gold plated. Okay?
गुरु हामी कहाँ जाँदैछौँ कहाँ जाँदैछौँ हजुर अच्छा कति रमाइलो है हेर वाउ इट्स ब्युटिफुल शपिङ सेन्टर होला होइन हजुर मैले यो चाहिँ बोक्नु पर्थ्यो यार तपाईँले पर्स कहाँ छ तपाईँको पर्स होइन उता मैले त सबै उतै छोडेँ त हो
I5 टाइपको रोयल फ्यामिली टाइपको मिनिस्टर लेभलको मान्छेहरू आएर
अँ,
खाना खाने ठाउँ रिल्याक्सले बस्छ
Luxurious shopping mall in Lafayette. For you to see one of the most cutest streets, small street in Qatar, but plenty of beautiful things. You're going to see there Galerie Lafayette, the street with outdoors air conditioning, so you will feel how it is to have the air conditioning outside. The place is very cute, and then after we will be passing by the amphitheater, a place that has Greek, Roman architecture with Islamic features. We're going to be passing through that, and I'll kindly ask you to follow the group. We're going to be walking for around 25 minutes, so you can take your pictures. I'll be just walking through these places. You already know what is that you will be looking at. The mosque with Turkish, Persian, Arabic details, and the Galerie Lafayette with neoclassical European architecture, plus the Portuguese flooring called Calçada Portuguesa. The flowers, the hyacinth flowers as lamps coming from Czech Republic in Bohemian glass, and then the amphitheater in Travertino marble. So ladies and gentlemen, let's go and have a look.
यहाँ मैले ब्याग पनि
Okay,
So that's modern art, but you see in in the middle of that modern art, they throw in something very cultural that makes part of the history, and that's the philosophy of the country. They love the future, they go to the future with all the strength, but they never, never forget the past, and that's why they bring in everywhere, in every way, their past in the local culture, the rich culture of Qatar. Something special, first of all, is the longest flag, and the color is important because it was obtained from the Murex shell, and from that shell they also had the purple ink. The purple color is the color of the royalty, and the reason why is because very hard to extract it and very costly. Please have a look on the right. Now we have this piece of art in the middle of the water. You see like a white circle is tridimensional. That means that while we move, the shape is changing, is twisting, is becoming a symbol for Qatar. It comes from Belgium, and it represents the official logo of Qatar FIFA 2022. As you can see right now, is representing the infinity symbol and the number 8 for the 8 stadiums that they built for such a special event in the country. On Al Corniche Street also you have all the Dow boats that you can rent. So the boats of course represent, they are here because they are part of the culture, they are part of the history, but today you can also rent these beautiful boats, maybe just for half an hour or maybe for 4 hours, and you can have celebrations, special occasions, and it's just another of those beautiful ways to discover the amazing view of the skyline, the financial district that we are just reaching very soon, and you can see now from a closer point of view the design of the high towers, where, let me tell you, a lot of important architects took part into the designing, and not only architects from around the world, but also a lot of local ones. The only limit here in Qatar is the sky. The sky is the limit. For the rest, they can really create whatever they have in mind. The government is always to give space and support. Now we are entering the West Bay area, the financial district of the nation. This is the richest place in Doha. Is a multidimensional place where we find definitely beautiful buildings, the headquarters of the most important companies that produce, transform and export petroleum and gas, like Qatar Energy, the North Oil Qatar. We have also the ministries, the banks are here, the Qatar Stock Exchange, but it's also a shopping, a commercial area. A lot of shopping malls are here, residential towers because a lot of expatriate people live here, and also plenty of hotels. So let's look at this architecture style of the skyline of Doha. As you can see, the futuristic blue tower used to be the headquarters of Qatar Petroleum. They move and they change name. This is today the most important company, Qatar Energy. They are in another location nearby. And the next tower, the gray one with the Masharabia design, as you can see, all these geometrical shapes are called Masharabia. This is the Burj Doha, 238 meters high. This tower was designed by Jean Nouvel. Jean Nouvel, the French architect who designed also the National Museum of Qatar, and he is beloved in the Gulf countries. So he inspired himself this time on the pigeon towers. The pigeon towers used to be home for pigeons back in the days when pigeons were messengers, and we are going to see how pigeon towers look like in our next stop at Qatar Cultural Village. So this whole area was built in the 80s. The first building here was the Sheraton Hotel. You will see it to the right. You see it here. Maybe it's covered by the trees, but when we move you will see it. It has a pyramid shape and it was designed by William Pereira, another important architect. And we're talking about 1982 when they opened the Sheraton Hotel. That was the only building with only one single street. Imagine, in a very small amount of time, they rise up all this location called the Financial District of Doha. In here you can come and enjoy different kind of things. The concept is indoor inside the streets on the left part, because on the right you still have the Al Corniche street going on, so people love to head out here to have a walk, to enjoy the views, while on the left inside the location is different. Not many people on the streets, everything happens inside the towers. Another street of Doha called Diplomatic Street. We find elegant, luxurious hotels, a lot of residential towers, and hotels definitely are also the place where you can enjoy the night. Qatar is a Muslim country where the law in regards alcohol is very strict, but there's also some exemptions. And for example, these hotels have a license that allow them to sell alcoholic drinks. So you can come here, for example, in Hilton Hotel, you have Society Disco, you have the Traders Week and Tahitian Village clubs where you can enjoy music, very good DJs, and of course, good cocktails, good wine, and good drinks. Also, on this diplomatic street, you find embassies and you find 3 private beaches, so you can enjoy the beach today in Doha. You just need to pay a very affordable entrance fee, and you can stay the whole day. They open from 7 a.m. until midnight, and also in these beaches you can enjoy a very good amount of different entertainment. One of these beaches is pet friendly, so you can come here with your dogs, and it's eco-sustainable. They also collect plastic, so they can send it to the companies that do recycling in Qatar. And of course, you can enjoy food inside, you can practice water sports. The locations are super well decorated, colorful, and you can enjoy the clear waters of the Arabian Sea, especially during this time of the year, because of course during the summer things are really hard. Temperatures are high and a lot of humidity, so this is the proper time to enjoy the beaches and all the pools in Qatar. And the third and last stop is going to be at the market, the Souk Waqif, the traditional market of Doha, where you can enjoy by yourself. It's going to be a free stop for you to enjoy. Of the Qatarian Peninsula, and it was built in 7 different times, so this is why we have different architecture styles, completely different materials. Shops, very good. Now, let me tell you about your itinerary. First stop is going to be a photo stop of 10 minutes at the entrance of the Museum of Islamic Art. And from that location, you will be having a very lovely panoramic view on the skyline of Doha. So you will see now, at that time you will really see. And while we do so, please have a look on the left. What we have here is the Emiri Terminal. That is the private terminal for the royal family of Qatar. It's an extension of the Hamad International Airport, which is considered today the best airport of the world, together with the national carrier, the Qatar Airways. So one of the reasons why Hamad International Airport is the best one is because of security reasons. So the security system is a state-of-the-art system, and definitely something very innovative, very high class, let's put it in this way. But the airport has also a lot of art that you can discover. Once we get back, if you have time, you can scan your QR code and discover where all these art exhibitions are located. And also you can